Hi everyone! Today we're looking at the latest in the series of Colorist Special Effects books by Helen Elliston. So this is book number 5. It's just been released, and of course the links will be in the description for you to buy yours. Now, I'm sure you know what these Colorist Special Effects books are about, but if you don't, they are books of tips and tricks and techniques, skills and guides to elevate your colouring pages. So Helen is an artist. She's been to school for it. She's a proper artist, and you don't have to worry that it's all going to be full of artist jargon, because the way that she writes these books, it feels so comfortable. It's like you sat with a friend, you know, that's teaching you how to do something. It's all very laid back, very, very easily explained. So yeah. This book, the 5th book, it has loads more pages than her previous books. I think she said that her previous ones were about 96 to 110 pages. This one is 164. So if you've got any of the previous ones, you know how jam-packed they were with loads of different tutorials. This one's got, well, I'm not going to say double, it's not double, is it? But it's not far off. So definitely brilliant bang for your buck here. So let's have a look inside then. And I have got Helen's permission, enthusiastic permission in fact, to show you the whole book. So, you know, it doesn't, and I often get comments from people on these reviews saying, you've shown everything, you know, why should people buy the book, blah, blah, blah. But you'll want the book. You'll want the book to have by your side. You know, you're not going to want to sit pausing a video, messing about, you know, trying to do these guides. So anyways, in all of her books, she uses the Prismacolor pencils, the 150 set. So a lot of people have Prismas, and if you don't, there are loads of conversion charts online to all kinds of different brands of pencils. So you can find a conversion for like Polychromos or whatever, and you can still follow the tutorials even if you don't have Prismacolor Premier. Okay, so let's have a look. We have a table of contents here. This is the index. So we've got 5 different sections in this particular edition, and the first section is sectional colouring. So you might have heard about this before. I have something on my website about sectional colouring, and it's basically where, well, I'll show you here, look. Instead of colouring the whole page as you normally would in your colouring books, you mark out a section. So you would draw on, in this instance, like a big splash, and you would only colour inside of that, or you would do full colour inside, grayscale outside. It's just a way of sectioning off all of your pages. You can do this with any shape. So if we go forward, you can see that she has shown you how to do footprints, so that look like water drops. So you've got like the outlines here that you can practice drawing them. So, you know, if you're not comfortable with drawing, at least you've got the outlines here for you to practice, and then eventually they'll look like this. So it's like water drops as footprint shapes, and there's all kinds of really cool different ways of doing this. So again, here she's given you the outlines of what to draw on your page. So don't forget, you'll be doing this on any kind of colouring page. Say you've got a Johanna Basford book and you want to section parts of it off, and you want to do it in a funky way and not just squares or circles like people usually do it. You can practice drawing, for example, this zip over your page, and then follow Helen's guides on how to make it look 3-dimensional, and this is what you will end up with. It's amazing. I can't wait to see what people do with this. But of course you get all of your pencil numbers, so she tells you exactly what colour pencil she's using and exactly where to put those different shades in order to achieve this finished piece. We then have the paintbrush. So again, you've got a line art to trace onto whatever colouring page you want, telling you how to make it look 3-dimensional and realistic, and then how you can draw out a kind of paint swatch shape on your page and only colour that bit in, so it looks like it's been painted across. You know, it's so cool. And you know, you think about the amount of pages in this book, the time that she's taken. I think it took her over a year of like full-on working on this book to produce it, so it's amazing. And she's gone for the high quality colour print as well from Amazon, so it's lovely paper. It feels thicker than usual. It's, you know, the colours really pop and they're very vibrant. So yeah, it's a really good book to have. Here's one of her doing a jigsaw sectional colouring. So you can see she's drawn over with this jigsaw pattern and she's added in these step-by-step colours to make it look three-dimensional. It looks absolutely fantastic. And here's the finished result. So you can apply these to any colouring page you want. Similar to the paintbrush, she's shown you how to draw and colour a torch and how you can section off your page so it looks like torchlight showing onto a really dark image. So you would colour only in this section and maybe do some grey shading in that section and it will look like a torch. We have glasses, and again this is really good to apply to any colouring pages of people that have glasses. You can use this, you know, to show you where to put your highlights and shading on that. So, you know, you can use these on all kinds of different things. And this is how she's done it. So she's put a few different pairs of glasses over the top of the colouring page and she's coloured inside them, and that's how she sectioned it off. And then here's a quick example of sectional colouring just by a squiggle. So if you're not, you know, if you don't really want to draw things and you're not confident with that, you can just do a squiggle on your page and create a sectional colouring. So it's a lot of fun. The next category is eclectic and novelty. Now you can imagine on book 5 of these, you know, really comprehensive books, you might be running out of things to show people how to do. But Helen's just come up with so many different really cool ideas that you can apply over lots of different colouring pages. So, you know, if you do have a colouring page that has a wave on it, you'll be able to use this tutorial to show you how to colour it and it will look amazing. Or you can draw it on, like I say. She always leaves you the line art to practice drawing. We've got the water splash. This is really nice. Look how realistic it looks. It's incredible. And again, just step by step showing you exactly how to do it, what to colour, what pencil to use, even sort of how hard to press and things like that. So we've got sliced cucumber. This would be really handy. I've seen colouring pages where you've got somebody having a spa day and they've got their hair up in a towel and they've got the cucumber over their eyes. This would be quite interesting to try and make it look realistic. And that's your outlines for sliced cucumber, so you can give it a go. Then we've got vampire teeth. So again, you've also got lips that you can apply to different colouring pages of people. And here's what the vampire teeth will look like. Now, again, if you wanted to use this just for the lips, or if you wanted to use it just to be able to shade teeth, because, you know, there's a lot of shading going on here and it looks so realistic, you can apply that to different colouring pages. I think you get the gist by now. I don't want to repeat myself too much, but it's not just practicing within this book. You know, you're meant to be able to take everything taught here into other colouring pages to elevate your skill. So we've got a pint of beer, because why not? And yeah, this is just, again, showing you how to create realistic liquids in glasses. You know, it doesn't have to be beer. You could change the colours, but at least, you know, highlights, shading, how to create the water droplets and the condensation on a drink. So you can practice within the book here. We've got hay bales. Look how she's done these like scratchy letters. This is what I mean. She's very down to earth, very friendly. There's no jargon anywhere, and it's a pleasure to sort of go through this with her. You feel like she sat next to you, you know? So we've got the hay bale. That's what the finished result looks like. Then we've got corn on the cob. So again, it starts off either without butter or leave a gap for some butter on top. And the finished result is here. So you can see what it looks like. It looks like it's been char grilled. It's so realistic. Like I say, she really is such a talented artist, but she just breaks it down in such an understandable way. We've got a heart foil balloon. I've actually coloured one of these myself in one of the colouring pages I did maybe earlier this year or late last year. So obviously I didn't have this technique at the time, but I gave it a go anyway. And you can see how to colour them here. This is what they will look like when they're finished. We've got emojis. So if you wanted to add things to your colouring books, add some fun little characters, some fun expressions, you can now draw and colour your own emojis. Here's some more that you can add expressions to yourself if you want. This is so much fun. Look at all these different faces. So bingo ball. So say if you've got a colouring page that's got some circles on it and you want to do something really unique, you don't want to just colour them solidly or make bubbles like a lot of people would make bubbles out of circles, you can use some of these really fun and eclectic tutorials in this book. So showing you how to create a bingo ball, again, something that you can apply to any other kind of ball that you're colouring. So say you want to colour a Christmas bauble or something like that, you can apply it across there. Some more of the options for balls there. Then we've got a cartoon bomb. This is quite fun if you were doing something cartoonish. And again, you know, it's just teaching you all the time about shading. This is a spherical object. It's showing you all of the highlights, cast shadows, and cast shadows here, and everything. So it's brilliant. Then we have a copper bangle. So say that you're colouring some copper piping or something like that. This will really help you doing that. And you can see here that she's showing you exactly how to do the shine effect. So which colours to put in which positions. And that will again help you on all kinds of metallic things that you're colouring. So there's the finished bangle. Then we have a shiny copper wine glass. This is just beautiful. Again, you've got the example here of choosing the correct base colours. And eventually you will end up with this hyper realistic looking copper wine glass. So here we've got another section. This one's for grayscale tips and techniques. So this is the lady from the front of the book. Now she's showing you how to do a fantasy kind of skin tone on this. So you've got the practice here, and then she shows you how to do this very warm and very cool sort of dual tone fantasy skin. And it ends up, she shows you how to do the hair as well, and it ends up looking like this. And you've got a couple more practice pages here to have a go on, because it's something you might want to have a few goes at before you feel comfortable using it in a colouring book. Then we've got some more of that kind of fantasy skin, but this time on hands. This one's with pink and teal. It's gorgeous. She's even shown you how to do some glitter polish. Then we have the grayscale bead bunny. So this is good for jewellery. If you're colouring something that has a lot of jewellery in it, like Hannah Colson's jewellery box, that's just an example. You can learn how to colour pearlescent shapes and get those highlights and shadows exactly where they should be for a 3D look. And we've got lots of different colour combos here. So this is the finished bead bunny with this combo. But then she's shown you different combos that you can use, and she's given them names. They're so cute. Look, this is salted caramel, black forest gatto, strawberry cheesecake, and lemon and lime. I thought that was really fun. She's got even more. Peanut butter and jelly, mint chocolate. I absolutely love that. Pumpkin pie, wild berries, rhubarb and custard, key lime pie, and then a couple of places for you to try the combos on. So that's super, super fun. It's the same kind of thing. You know, obviously pearls and jewellery, but you're given lots of different combinations to really switch it up. Now we have a grayscale banana. So this is how to realistically colour this piece of fruit, and she's showing it to you in the grayscale format, but you could apply these steps to a line art banana, for example. And we've even got slices here. The next one is grayscale cookies. So here's the practice cookie for you, and then she shows you exactly what colours to add and exactly where to add them to end up with this beautiful finished effects. And you've got another practice one there. Grayscale dessert ripples. So this is about ice cream. If we just flip to the finished article, you can see how she colours the ice cream, and she's got all of the bits in the hundreds and thousands on top, and a few for you to practice on here. Got a beautiful blue daisy with an orange centre. Again, you can apply this to any kind of colouring book that has flowers. So here's a rainbow daisy. That's beautiful. Look at the finished article. It's just so, so, so nice and very realistic. There's another example and some practice pages. Then we have a rose. So again, if you just have a line art rose in your book without any of the grayscale shading, this will show you where to put the shade in. So it's teaching you all the time. That's absolutely gorgeous. She's even shown you how to do this kind of bokeh background. Absolutely stunning. Look at that. Then we have Grayscale Suit and Tie. So if you've got anything to colour that has a suit, you'll now know where to put all of your colours, highlights and shading. It's amazing how realistic she gets things to look. I mean, look, incredible. Grayscale colourful filigree. There we go. Grayscale colourful filigree. You see a lot of this in books, a lot of it, especially, you know, again, the Hannah Carlson books, frames and decorative pieces that have this filigree look. And here you can see how to colour it in a really fantasy kind of colourful way. It doesn't always have to be metallic. You can change it up and you can use all kinds of different colours to make it really pop. Here's some different style of filigree, again with different colours. And we've got a ribbon. So if you wanted to colour something that has an awareness ribbon on it, you don't have to use these colours, of course, but it does show you how to do that and, you know, where to put different strands of colour. So whatever colours you want to use, you can apply it, the technique just the same. Here's a Grayscale dancer with a swishy dress. So if you've got any fabrics or anything, you just want to create a really fantastic dress, this is gorgeous. Very, very sparkly, and you can practice there too. Grayscale hair plait. So I think this is, yeah, it's colourful. So if you're colouring braids, say if you've got a Mariola Budek printout from Etsy or one of her books, a lot of her books incorporate hair. And I know she's got braids just like this in some of her pages. So this is just another way that you can colour it in and make it look absolutely stunning and fantastical. We have a celebration cake, so showing you how to layer on all the different colours for drips, chocolate and all that kind of stuff, and then showing you the bow, the rose, and eventually, or even little chocolate flowers, and eventually you will end up with this gorgeous celebration cake. Again, can be applied anywhere that has cakes. Zebra fur print. Oh, we're onto a different section. This is animal print, and a lot of people struggle with this, myself included, so very, very interested in this particular section. So we have a zebra print. Now she's showing you how to kind of draw it in if you don't have the outlines already, but I'm assuming that you will. And then if you do, you can start to add in the fur, and just showing you exactly how to do that. So zebra fur, I imagine it being quite short and kind of flat fur. And I guess that's what she's kind of achieved here as well. Very short strokes. Then we've got leopard. So again, showing you how to draw in the spots, but you may already have them. Let's just read a little bit of this. The sketchy broken outline of the leopard print shapes gives you a better starting point to create a fur effect. Yeah, so it's got to be very loose, very sketchy. We don't want anything that looks too perfect, you know? And then eventually you end up with this kind of fur. We've got tiger fur. And again, you get those outlines to practice on. And here we go. Here's the final tiger print. Absolutely gorgeous. We have elephant skin, which is really difficult to master, I think. It is for me anyway. You got to start off with, you know, these lines, and you're thinking, where in the world do I put all of these colours to make it look like elephant skin? It's quite difficult, but as you can see, that's the finished result. And it's just so real. It's amazing. I'm just reading a bit more. It looks like stone or rocks. You could actually use the same technique to create rocks or boulders in a landscape. See, so it's really versatile. Dewy spiderweb. This is cute. So you're not only learning how to colour in or create even a spiderweb, you're also learning about those dewdrops that you could apply to pages that maybe have flowers on with dewdrops. You know, there's all kinds of ways that you can use these techniques, not just within the book. So what's this all about? Oh, layers on the paper in this book. I did a little experiment to demonstrate that this paper can take many layers of colour. Now, we all know about Amazon paper. We all know it's not the best. Now, I believe that this is a bit of a thicker stock. It feels like it is to me. Don't take my word for it, though. I know she has decided to print this on the higher quality Amazon option. I don't know whether that's just for high quality colours or whether it's better quality paper, but it does feel decent to me. And you can see that she's managed to layer all of this on the basic Amazon paper. So, you know, it can be done. It can be done. You have to use light layers and you have to sort of not be too rough and ready with it. So we've got a cute rubber duck. This is really sweet, look. And a little green alien. It just looks so real. Like the highlights, there's got to be chartreuse and yellow chartreuse on here, right? Let's see. Spring green. Yeah, chartreuse. I knew it. I called it. And here's the finished alien. And then here is the green smoke. So you can see she's got a little picture of it here, but she's showing you exactly how to create that green smoke. And of course, you can use different colours if you wanted pink smoke or purple smoke or blue smoke. Plant pot face. This is fun. Oh my goodness. Look, so you know sometimes you go to the garden centre and you get those sort of plant pots or concrete kind of ornaments that have faces in them. This is amazing. So you don't even have to have the actual face drawn into the plant pot. Say you've got a Johanna Basford book and there's a plant pot like this, very basic. You can create this yourself and it's so easy. It's just adding it to any plant pot just to give it a bit more of a unique touch, you know. We've got a cute little genie. Oh wow, look at the hair. So again, you know, apply this hair to another character in your colouring book. How cute is this? Garden gnome. I've seen a couple of colouring pages with garden gnomes, so this will be handy. So we get to know how to do the hat and the jacket and the boots and even the beard. And look, even the background, this gorgeous sort of sparkly fantasy background. And you can try it here. There's just so much packed into this book. It's amazing. Ceramic piggy bank. Oh, fun. So even if you're, you know, colouring a page that has pigs on it, maybe you've got a farm colouring book or something like that, like one of Teresa Goodridge's books, and there's a pig on there, you can use this tutorial for it. Yeah, so, oh, I'm over the moon with this book. It's taken Helen, like I say, about over a year to create this. She works all on her own. It's all her own work. She does all of the editing on the pages herself, you know, and everything is done from scratch. So I just really appreciate how much work and time has gone into this book to help us colour better. So yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon with it. I would recommend everyone to buy it. As I always say with these books, they're just unbeatable, really. And it's just fun, you know, it's fun to learn how to do these things. Even if you're not going to apply them to every colouring page that you do, it's sort of fun to have this little book where you can sit with Helen. It feels like you're sitting with Helen, and she tells you exactly what to do. It's great. So if you do want to buy it, links will be in the description as always. If you've got any questions, please leave them below and either I or Helen will come on and answer your questions for you. I don't think there's anything else for me to say. It's a gorgeous book. It's bigger than all the others. Just get yourself a copy. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon on Colour with Claire.